Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And off we go from Seattle.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Off play action. Coates. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. 22 yards there, first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 35-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
2nd down and 6 now. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
From the gun on third down, Coat. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
They go play action here on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy. Unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Walker, they'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. To throw is Daniels. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. Now a 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brian Robinson out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. In motion right, that's Metcalf.
Operating from the gun, Coates.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
Past the 20. Front and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba.
45 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
To the air goes Daniels.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Dancing away at the 35. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Off the play fake. Coat. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Off play action. Coates. He'll find Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
A give for Walker running right.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Back to Walker on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Operating from the gun, Coat. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now Daniels.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Coates.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Coat.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Daniels.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Daniels going to throw for it.
Eluding the pressure right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he completes it to Hunt. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Now 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense. Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it in for a Commander's touchdown.
From 13 yards out.
And the Commander's decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Coates.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Second down and 3.
Looking to throw. Coat. Wide open receiver complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just over 30 seconds to go in the first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Off play action. Coates to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there.
But it'll be second and goal. In motion left, the tight end. Back to throw again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up the deficit.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 9.
Operating from the gun. Daniels escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Daniels. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw. Daniels. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Looking to throw. Daniels.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and 4. Straight ahead, ETN.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. Cade York on now for the field goal.
from the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker
to about the 26 here.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Balled at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Coat. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this one is right through. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Give them a gain of 5 on the completion, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The Commanders went for it, but they could not pick up the first.
And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Coates. He finds his man, complete. It's Wade.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Off the bootleg. Coat. They'll roll him out right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 9 now.
Man open downfield, it's Metcalf.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Now Wade.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Off play action. Coates. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
They'll try and run Walker.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll get this to Baker. On the move past the 40.
Nifty move. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels.
Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
ETN is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. 87 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A CDO